This is Moffix, and in Hypixel SkyBlock he outskills me in everything except fishing, and I'm not planning to let that slide. For the past 2 months I've been grinding non-stop to beat my friendly rival at the one thing I still have a shot at. This is the story of me and my rival. Really quickly, this video took 4 months to make. I poured so much time and effort into this video, so if you enjoyed this video even a little, dropping a subscription and a like would mean more than the world to me. Alright, back to the video. Before we dive into this rivalry, let's talk about fishing for a second. In Hypixel SkyBlock, fishing isn't just some boring, useless, doo-doo-caca pastime. It's completely different. For example, you can reel in many sea creatures, including rare bosses, and you can fish up really rare treasures. There are 50 fishing levels, and honestly, it's one of the most content-packed parts in the game. There are 2 types of fishing, water and lava. And in both, you need fishing speed to reel stuff faster, and sea creature chance to spawn more mobs. Alright, so now that we know fishing isn't the most boring thing in the game, let's get back to this rivalry. Moffix isn't your average gamer. He's insane. He just started fishing and already hit fishing level 20 like it was nothing. And that's a little too close to my fishing 45 for comfort. I currently have Magma Lord armor, an Inferno Rod, and a full set of fin wave equipment. I have 200 fishing speed and 80 sea creature chance. Well, that's a start. What do you mean just a start? That's 200% more than me. Exactly. You see, to permanently become the better fisher, I would need to reach the max stats of 350 fishing speed and 100% sea creature chance. So yeah, let's take a look at what Moffix has. He currently has low level diver armor with just a Rod of the Sea, which if you didn't know is nowhere near the best. Whoa, he really is behind. That is if you don't look at any of his other skills. But hey, I've got the higher ground on my side. He's not going to catch up anytime soon, right? So I fished up a lot of thunders and dropped nothing. You know, the usual. But then, the next day, the impossible happened. All of a sudden, he's fishing level 27. That's high enough to start lava fishing. How? Seriously, how long was he fishing to gain 7 levels in 1 day? It took me like 7 years to get that far. So what this means is that I have to go get good gear. Currently I have 200 million coins to my name, and I don't plan to spend all of it since I like having coins for my next videos. First of all, I'm actually going to recombobulate my armor pieces. If you know me, I usually never, under any circumstance, recombobulate anything. I don't know why, I just never realized how overpowered these things are. If you didn't know, recombobulators upgrade the rarity of an item by 1 level. But Mystic, what do rarity even do? Reforges. Reforges scale with the rarity of the item they're placed on. So the festive reforge I use on my Magma Lord armor now gives an impressive 30 fishing speed and 0.25 sea creature chance per piece instead of the normal 25 fishing speed and 0.20 sea creature chance. It's not that much, but it's still worth it for how much I paid for it. As the famous artist Vincent van Gogh said, great things are not done by an impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. That means even a small increase of 0.05% is worth it. I'm not coping, you're coping. Anyways, that wasn't the only upgrade I got. Usually when lava fishing, you want to use an Ammonite pet since it doubles the speed of lava fishing. And it also gives a trillion sea creature chance too. But if you are a super supreme 360 legendary fishing pro, you'd want to use a flying fish pet for all of that wonderful fishing speed. At legendary rarity, the flying fish gives 80 fishing speed with the second perk, quick reel. Good, yeah? It also has a very interesting perk which increases the stats of diver armor by 20%. And what's so interesting about it is that when the flying fish becomes mythic rarity, the perk changes to 20% for Magma Lord armor, aka the best fishing armor in the entire game. So yeah, I need that mythic flying fish. But how does one get it? Do you have to do a silly ritual to level it up? Do you need to eat 100 trillion cookies? Or maybe you need to give the tribe member a hug? Oh, no, not that one. To upgrade the flying fish, you need an item called the radioactive vial. But how does one get the radioactive vial, you ask? Well, I have a special technique called buying it from the bazaar for 100 billion coins. Wow, a true marvel of technology. So all I had to do now was give it to Cat and wait for an hour. I feel ADHD kicking in. So to speed things up, I bribed Cat to work faster for a literal flower worth no more than 500,000 coins. So boom, I have the next piece of equipment to beat Moffix in this race. Time to purchase another very important upgrade. You see, currently I'm fishing with an Inferno Rod, also known as not good enough. To get the Hellfire Rod, the upgrade of the Inferno Rod, I would need either 4 Diamond Megafish or 84 Golden Megafish. Luckily for me, I don't need to buy any of them since I already have enough from keeping all the profits from fishing. So here we go. Mythic Hellfire Rod acquired. And while I was getting these upgrades, Moffix was progressing even faster. Out of these 3 options, which fishing level do you think he has advanced to? A. Fishing 31, B. Fishing 1000, or C. Fishing 36? It's C. Yeah, somehow. How? I am really bamboozled. So time to do some basic calculations to see how fast he'll catch up to me. Okay, currently I'm fishing 46 and he is level 36. And by his rate of 4 levels every single day compared to my rate of 1 level per 4 decades, he'll pass me in around 4 to 5 days. Oh no. We should take a look at his gear to see how he's leveling up so fast. Quick reminder though, I'm not stalking, I'm just looking at someone's profile without telling them. That's not called stalking, that's Currently, Moffix is wearing Thunder Armor along with a Hellfire Rod. Nothing too crazy, right? I'm still well ahead of him in fishing levels. No need to start trying or anything. Wrong! With my gear, I somehow have less everything than Moffix. Less fishing speed, less secret chance, less money, less everything really. So it's time to get even more upgrades. Oh, a new update came out. The biggest fishing update in the history of Hypixel SkyBlock. This update added a brand new island including many fishing mechanics, sea creatures, hotspots, fishing sets, and many more things. So naturally, I did what any normal SkyBlock player would do. Fish on the new island and test things out. Maybe I did it for too long though that Moffix got a few upgrades himself. And what I mean by a few, I mean he got all of them. He probably had to sell all his internal organs to afford these upgrades, because they are not cheap in the slightest. He got all of them. Maxed enchantments, maxed equipment, and even the mythic flying fish that I got for 100 million coins. He even got the brand new enchantment for fishing rods, Quick Bite. So Moffix has almost caught up, and I can't let that happen. Which means time to upgrade my gear. Again, first order of business, I got a lot of enchantments including the new Quick Bite enchantment that Moffix got for 100 million coins. On the topic of enchantment, I also bought these random upgrades to level up some stuff. So boom, I have way more stats now. Just make sure that Moffix will never, ever catch up. I'll upgrade my equipment to the highest level. Currently I have Finwave equipment. Usually upgrading these pieces would be no problem. But today is not usual, okay? Because of this massive fishing update, everyone started getting fishing gear, aka prices shot up like crazy. I'll need a total of 6 diamond megafish, and at the current prices of recording, each one is 74 million coins. RIP my purse. Anyways, I now have an additional 1 fishing speed, yay! Now that I have my maxed equipment, I also got stars on my gear for more secret chance, 4 stars on all the equipment pieces, and 7 stars on the fishing rod. Why in the world did you pick those irritating numbers? Let's just say I'll be drowning in debt if I get any more. Take a look at the cost of stars for the Hellfire Rod. The first 5 stars are very cheap, only requiring a few silver megafish and some other cheap stuff. With the 6th star though, you can see you already need 300 Crimson Essence, 80 Orbs of Energy, and lastly 60 silver megafish. And after that, it's like double the prices for the next star, and it just keeps going. Maybe I want the 10th star. Looks like it'll run me about 220 million coins for that 0.2 sea creature chance. Totally worth it in my opinion. But do you know to who it is worth? Moffix, of course. You got a 1010 Hellfire Rod with 10 stars. That's like 2 billion coins. How? And more importantly, why? So yeah, things were already going downhill fast. I spent my entire life saying trying to one-up Moffix, but no matter what I do, he somehow always stays one step ahead. And to make everything worse, he started a YouTube channel, which his first video was going to be fishing. And that means I'm very cooked. Or should I even say deep fried? You're supposed to laugh. So what did I do? Did I fish for years on end? Did I get good at the game? No. I made a few YouTube videos that are not related to fishing at all. I mean, you can tell by how late this video is. That so-called new fishing update literally came out 2 full months ago. But anyways, here I am now, and it's finally time to sell my own internal organs to afford one more upgrade. Here is a little pretext. For lava fishing, there are 3 main bosses: Thunder, Lord Jarvis, and the Ragnarok. These bosses have tens of millions or even hundreds of millions of health. And you see, that's a very big problem. My normal method of killing mobs, using the Hyperion, does enough damage, but I run out of mana way too fast. An archer setup wouldn't work, since bows don't work on Jarvis, as iron golems don't take damage from that source. And getting up close and personal to any of these bosses would not work because I die in around 3 seconds. That just looks like skill. So I present to you with the solution, the Flaming Flay. This weapon is crazy, okay? Not only does it have 200 damage, 200 strength, and 25 ferocity, but its passive perk triples all damage towards sea creatures, meaning this is automatically the best fishing weapon in the entire game. Perfect for dealing with sea creatures that have tons of health. But like all good things, this item is anything but cheap, requiring 1 braided feather, 1 hotspot orb, 1 water lava orb, and the new brimstone handle. All these items total up to 100 million coins. Yikes. I can't even afford it now, because I do be broke. So it is finally time to sell a few of my bits, aka just selling a few Kismet feathers to buy this weapon. If you ask why I don't sell my sacks with over 500 million coins in them, those are saved when the entire sky is falling on my head, and that's currently not happening today. This rod costed over 80 million coins, half of which comes from the braided griffin feather. This item comes from the Diana's mythological ritual, which has not been active for a few months, so that explains why the prices are crazy high. So if I just wait for a few more weeks, I could have made it for less than 60 million coins. But I want it now! As I cannot wait any longer, for every second I waste, Moffix would be slowly catching up. On the topic of Moffix, he's already fishing 42, only a few levels behind me. So the only thing I could do is fish with my new Flaming Flay. But while fishing, I'm going to test some money making methods. First off, fishing festivals. This event is only active when Marina is selected. Basically, there's a small chance to catch sharks that can drop teeth that usually sell for a few million coins. I'm going to fish in the barn area in the hub. Wait. So from 3 fishing festivals, I got 16 teeth, 4 legendary megalodon pets, 2 mythic megalodons, 1 rare flying fish, 1 emperor skull, and 1 hydra head. Around 60 million coins. Not the best money, but at the same time not the worst. For 2 of the fishing festivals, I actually decided to switch to the backwater bayou island, since while fishing on the island, you can catch creatures that drop a lot more coins than the average poo-poo mobs found in the hub. Fishing festival gets an overall 3 out of 5 stars from me. Don't ask why I'm rating. The next method is the Spooky Festival. During this event, in addition to the normal mobs that spawn, there are spooky mobs that apparently make okay profit. I'm not too sure, I've literally never played this event before, but I know for a fact that the main profit from this method is the purple candy that all mobs drop during this festival.
Long before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu master.
So this is the loot I got from this event. I did fish mainly by myself, so if you were to ever do this with other people, expect to make much more. Even more poopy than the fishing festival if I do say so myself. Another 3 out of 5 stars. It's not good money making method, unless I'm just very skill issue and scuff the whole method. Yeah. Probably that. Oh yeah, I also got fishing 50s sometime during this event, which puts me a little bit ahead on Moffix. That's the most comforting thing I've heard from this game, as all these methods are failing me so far. The third method is fishing in the Jerry's Workshop. I heard it can make good money from the Baby Yeti pet, which has a measly 0.8% drop chance from a 0.04% mob. That's okay though, because I have the best luck in the world, right? Well, it's been 30 minutes and I have not made a single cent. I give up. Final rating 1 out of 5. The next method is just plain lava fishing. Before the update that brought basically everyone into fishing, this method actually made very good money with the mega fish that dropped from all the sea creatures. But after that, all the prices crashed so hard that I believe they'll never recover. And now the only profit from this method is the big RNG drops that haven't flooded the market yet. 2 out of 5 stars. Yeah, this method makes only like 0 coins per year. Also, I want to show you something really insane and lucky that happened to me when I was doing some normal lava fishing. If you didn't know what happened, let me explain. There is a rare chance I get a trophy fish while fishing in the Crimson Island, and each trophy fish has 4 tiers, diamond being the highest. And the trophy fish I got was one of the rarest ones in the entire game. And that's not that crazy. It only takes the average person hours to get one of these, but I got it a second time. Back to back. How? That's over 4 in a million chance. Please, someone fix my RNG. Well, I've been fishing for a very long time. So long, in fact, that a second marina came into residence, along with Foxy the Minister, which means the carnival event is currently on. And seriously, I didn't know about something in this event. In the carnival, there's a shopkeeper, and one of the things he sells are perks. And if you see the section right here, it says perks for fishing festival. These perks are completely broken. So I played the carnival, got my tokens, and completely maxed out the second and third perk, which gives me an additional 10% chance to spawn sharks and a 30% chance to get their teeth. So time to test the perks out with this next fishing festival. This festival, I dropped 2 legendary megalodons, 1 tooth, and 9 million in sacks. The perks from this carnival actually debuffed me. Why, Hypixel? Why do you do this? You always do this. Well, I've been fishing for the past 2 months and I'm really starting to get fed up. Basically, every fishing money-making method is dead because way too many people are fishing. Like before my poop armor, I made much more coins than with my new improved gear. Fishing used to be an A-tier money-making method, but now I find literally anything else makes more money. Overall D-tier. And well, I'm now $600 trillion under when I started this video, and I really want to make my coins back. How though? I literally only have a fishing setup. My farming and mining setup is super scuffed. Oh, hi Diana. Diana is one of the best mares in the entire game. Not only does she give pet XP and pet luck, but has a very cool event, the mythological rituals. In this funny ritual, you can dig up large assortments of mythological creatures, ranging from Siamese cats to giant Giga Construct golems. These mobs can drop a range of pet items, most of which sell for only a few 100,000 coins. But there is one drop. Chimera. This book is the most expensive enchantment book in the entire game. A single Chimera 5 book will cost you well over 2 billion coins. I mean, you can't even tell since not a single book is on sale. This legendary book has a 1% chance to drop from the Minos Inquisitor, which isn't that bad, until you realize that the Inquisitor actually has a 1% chance to spawn. To participate in this event, I need a legendary griffin pet along with an ancestral spade, which I likely already have. This event basically spawns chains of burrows hidden around at the hub. Each chain contains 4 burrows. One of the burrows are useless, 2 of them either give treasure or spawn a Minos mob, and the last one is a guaranteed treasure. What does the treasuring doesing? Bad grammar, hiya. Basically, treasure can give coins ranging from 10,000 to 750,000 coins. These treasure burrows also have a chance to drop the Crown of Greed, washed up souvenirs, and not to forget griffin feathers. These feathers are the sole reason that doing the Diana event isn't all luck based. These feathers usually sell for a few 100,000 coins, and you basically get 1 or 2 per burrow chain, meaning mucho profit. Back on the Inquisitor for a second. It has 100 million health, and the normal strategy for maximizing chances for dropping Chimera is getting a massive party, then swap to Magic Find, then hit it with a Daedalus Axe, bang bang boom, Chimera, yay! Yeah? Nah. First, I got no friends to join a party. I also got no Magic Find to get the Chimera, and I do 0 damage with the Daedalus Axe. Sad. Anyways, I do have a Hyperion though, so that solves a whole issue other than having no party and no magic find. Yeah, let's go dig some burrows. Okay, so Diana is gone. Thank you so much, game! But Mystic, why are you so happy that Diana is gone? Doesn't it print billions or even quadrillions of monies? Yes, it does, but I was clicking so much that I basically got carpal tunnel. You see, to complete a chain, you have to teleport it by clicking the aspect of the void to teleport. Kill the mob with a Hyperion, that also takes clicking. Then click the burrow again to continue the chain, and then do it all over again, around 10 trillion times. But realistically, it'll be worth it if you dropped a few Chimera books that each go for around 160 million coins, right? Right? No, not at all. You see, sometimes money isn't worth all the emotional damage it would cause. Sounds like you dropped nothing, eh? Well, actually far from that. If you see on my island, I filled 12 chests entirely full of Diana loot. Well, most of these chests, 10 of them to be exact, are full of the base drops from all the mobs, which doesn't sell for that much. But these 2 chests are brimming with goodies. If you take a look at the first chest, you can see that I have many feathers. 20 entire stacks. That's a lot of feathers. I mean, come to think of it, I probably made the whole population of griffins go bald.
Problem 1. You're completely bald.
Besides for the feathers, I also got the normal assortment of drops. A ton of shell mitts, antique remedies, and tiger plushies. And for the rare drops, I got 8 washed up souvenirs, 1 crown of greed, and a daily stick. And no chimera. Just kidding, I got 2 chimeras within 70 inquisitors. So in total from these 3 days of Dianaing, I printed over 500 million coins. Mainly from the griffin feathers and the measly 2 chimeras. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but get this. In my opinion, it's not worth doing unless you have a ton of magic fan and an actual party to get loot share from. I saw someone in my lobby get 9 books with much worse setup than me. Mystic, I think you forgot to sell your drops. Your purse is somehow still lower than my IQ. Well, actually not a coincidence since I'm actually really intellectual. You see, since this event only comes around 1 time per real life month, that means if I wait for a long time, chimera prices will rise like crazy. As Warren Buffett says, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. So all I have to do is wait and simply see my money grow. And really hope it doesn't go down. Please, Hypixel, please let me profit once. So it's time to get back to fishing, because Moffix must be way ahead of me, right? No. He's long gone. He also realized that fishing is making 0 coins and straight up sold his entire setup. I'm not kidding, his 2 billion fishing rod, gone. His equipment set, gone. His supreme beautiful mythic flying fish, out the window. As Vincent van Gogh definitely said, don't spend 2 billion coins on a fishing rod, because when you sell it, you'll have to pay a lot of taxes. And yeah, that concludes this long episode. I lost all my money, got carpal tunnel doing Diana, and my rival quit fishing. So if you enjoyed, please click the subscribe button, and while you're at it, leave a like to mend my broken soul. It means more than you will ever know. And that's all I have to say today. Have a great week, and see you later. Peace. I licked the moon once. I wonder what the sun would taste like. Oh, I'm still on. Oops.